Hi, I'm Bryan Litz with Applied Ballistics. We're on the range today, and we've got a 6.5 Creedmoor barrel on this MRAD and 140 grain Berger hybrid target bullets that are pointed. We're going to show how to go through the AB Quantum app and set up a gun profile with your 100-yard data, your gun data, and then we're going to show how to calculate a fire solution for 1,000 yards and see how close we get. First thing we're going to do is go and build a new gun profile here, and I'm just going to call this CM for Creedmoor. Okay, it's we're going to use the 264 Berger. It's a 140 grain target hybrid, but the bullets are pointed. So I'm going to show you how to account for bullets being pointed. Okay, I'm going to estimate, now this is going to be a guess at first, but I'm going to estimate a custom drag factor of 0.97 because I think pointing adds about 3% to your BC, okay, reduces drag by 3%. All right, so that's what I'm going to put in for that. We don't know our muzzle velocity yet, but the sight height for this gun is 2.98 inches. So we can put that in there, and it's a 1 in 8 twist. And we're zeroing at 100 yards. And we don't have to put anything in yet for our scope or MV temp table. That stuff can all come later. This is just bare minimum for what we need now. Okay, so we're gonna make that active, and we're gonna break from the app now and shoot our 100-yard work, get our zero and our muzzle velocity, and then we'll come back to the app whenever we need dope for 1,000 yards. All right, so we've got our chronograph on, let's shoot a zero. Okay, that zero looked a little bit squirrely. I didn't necessarily like how good of a group it was shooting, but the last 4 or 5 shots or so, or at least on a good water line, it was throwing a few out to the left. So I hope this thing holds a zero okay, and we're gonna go to 1,000 yards. Let me get the average muzzle velocity from those 10 shots at 100. So now we can come in and complete our gun profile with the muzzle velocity that we just measured. It was 2747 feet per second. We're zeroed at 100 yards. The rest of that looks good. Okay, so now we're gonna go to shoot the target. It's 993. We're gonna go to our environment, and we're gonna get our environmentals from the Kestrel. And this is just one way to do it. There's ways of connecting a lot of different devices to AB Quantum through the ecosystem. There's rangefinders and binoculars and Kestrels that connect, and but because I'm just showing how to get a fire solution and apply and diagnose a fire solution, we're not doing any of those connections. We're just doing this as basic as it can be done. Okay, so we're at 77 degrees, 58%, 28.87 inches of mercury. That's the environment. And as for the target, we're gonna get the azimuth. So that's 248 degrees. Target is not moving. We have a lazy wind down there. It looks like from about 1 o'clock. I'm gonna give it 3 to 5 miles an hour. All right, that's giving us no windage and an 8.1 mil elevation. Okay, so let's dial that and see what we get. Okay, so we fired 10 shots at 1,000 yards, and the group was about 6 inches high of center. Okay, that's about 2 clicks. Now, I measured the velocity on the 1,000-yard string. It was 2755. That's like 8 feet per second faster than our solution was based on. Okay, so our original solution was 8.1, and that was based on 2747, which was our speed at 100 yards. But whenever we shot at 1,000 yards, our average velocity was 2755. And whenever we make that change, our fire solution goes from 8.1 to 8 mils. So that took about 3.5 inches out of the 6 inches of error that we had, okay? So there's still another click here. We still hit high. I'm gonna say that we would have been at 7.9 because our group was 2 clicks high. All right, so to get us to hit at 7.9, we're gonna use a ballistic calibration and we're gonna use the CDF, okay? We're gonna say we hit with 7.9 and that makes our CDF 0.947. So you remember I estimated that we'd have about 3% drag reduction from those pointed tips. So I put in a CDF of 0.97. Well, that was just a guess. Turns out the actual CDF that we need is 0.947. All right, so like 2.5% different than what I thought. Okay, so the CDF is 0.947. We apply that. Now our solution calls for 7.9, which is 2 clicks less than what we shot it with, which would have made it centered. So that's how ballistic calibration can be used. Now, notice that we didn't do the ballistic calibration on the solution that was based on the 100-yard velocity. That's why this chronograph is so critical, because we got our 100-yard velocity, made our gun profile, but then our velocity was, you know, it was a little different. It was 8 feet per second different whenever we shot our group at 1,000. And that actually accounted for one of the 2 clicks of error that we had. The other click of error was the CDF, the drag adjustment wasn't exactly right for these bullets being pointed, and we had to adjust that even more. So now we have an accurate CDF. It's actually 5.3% that we needed to reduce the drag for those pointed tips. Okay, so that's how you do it. Now 7.9 is what it calls for. That's 2 clicks under where we hit 2 clicks high. So the solution is calibrated now and you'll hit everything out to 1,000 yards and quite a bit beyond that. So yeah, that's how you take the Applied Ballistics Quantum app and a gun from 100-yard zero and data gathering, build a gun profile, calculate a solution to 1,000, and even do a ballistic calibration whenever you have some error in that solution. In this case, it was only half a minute. So yep, just showing how to use this tool without a lot of the other complicated things that go into it, just how to calculate a raw fire solution and correct it. So I hope you find this video useful the next time you're at the range and you're just trying to get going. These are the steps that it takes to get accurate fire solutions predicted for long range.